This is Evan from K-Enable Fitness. Today I was blessed enough to be able to present for the International Orientation Mobility Online Symposium. And I had a few different questions and some good feedback, and I wanted to cover a couple of those topics while I'm still thinking about it. So first, a really good question was, what do you do in order to make sure that you're helping to undo some of the issues that come with using a cane in a very redundant movement pattern? So what I like to do is just do the opposite. Kind of like if we run it over too much, we need to work on being able to open up as well. So if my cane is out here all the time and my wrist is like this, and I'm having to pick it up all the time, all I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it around so it's behind me. I keep my upper arm straight down, my forearm straight down, so I'm totally locked out here. So then my wrist just lets the cane bend and touch the ground behind me, and then I just flex up. So I'm able to raise that cane and work the muscles on the opposite side of what is usually working with the cane. And that's going to be called ulnar deviation if you want to look up any other exercises regarding that. I would go pretty high reps, especially since the cane isn't very heavy, or if you find some fairly light, like 5-10 pound metal bars that they'll sometimes have at a gym, and then you can always choke up in order to accommodate to what your wrist and your strength can handle. A few sets of 20 to 30 reps is a really great place to start with a really light weight and get used to being able to just groove that motion. Next, there's people in the comments talking about if we're blind, it's okay for us to keep our head down. That's not really going to work very well physiologically. I understand socially that can certainly be the case, but I'm looking out for the person as a whole and their body, making sure it's functioning appropriately. If we're rounded over like this in our neck all the time, we're going to get a lot of issues with our musculature. It's actually going to impede breathing a little bit, especially overdeveloping some of the muscles in the front of the neck. And then we're also going to impair people's abilities to have their nerves sliding and gliding appropriately. That position can actually wind up leading to a lot of numbness and tingling and lack of feeling in the hands and even further down the chain as well. So working on posture, I know it isn't necessarily that important to some of us as blind people. I know I fake eye contact all the time, but that good posture is going to be all the more important to help holistic body function. Last, unfortunately, during the presentation, I wasn't able to get up and have enough room to run around like I'm used to during in-person presentations, so it was really hard to demonstrate the hip flexor versus lunge stretches. So a lunging exercise is going to be where I have my foot way out in front of me, knee gently bent in the front, and I'm able to amplify that, and then my back leg is going to have that knee bent as well. So I'm able to descend straight up and down for the most part, as opposed to where I'm stretching that hip flexor on that back side where I keep that back leg nice and long. And the longer we keep it, the more you're going to be able to feel that good stretch. That's how I'm going to differentiate those. We also want to make sure that that back knee gets to bend appropriately on our lunges, because then we're not forced to kind of kickstand forward with that back leg. Pardon Durant, our little dog visitor here. Last thing is, if you are a part of IOMOS, please stay in contact. And I was lucky enough to get a lot of new newsletter subscribers, so I'm able to help bring out a lot better fitness information for the blind and visually impaired. But I'm going to challenge you to go ahead and make sure that 2 more people sign up. I know we had almost 400 people on the Zoom today, and I got 60-something new newsletter subscribers, but we need even more to continue spreading the word. So please get 2 more people to sign up. That's my challenge for you, and I hope this video provided some clarity on what I talked about today. Take care.